Golly, that's an expensive horse. I didn't know there were people on the horses. Oh, did you see the cosplayer do it? What are those faces, bro? No way they made those faces in the anime. Okay, little extreme. Wait! Real quick before the video starts, I've officially opened up memberships. For $5 a month, you get an exclusive live stream every Wednesday, only for members, and your video suggestions will be top priority, as well as your name at the end of each video. So if you like these videos and want to support me and all my lovely editors who make these videos happen, all you need to do is click the link in the description. If enough members sign up, I will also release a full edited video just for members only per week. Alright, onto the video. Alright, like farms. They have like these cool animals called horses. You ever meet a horse, girl?
No.
Genuinely.
Yes.
Man, there were so many that I knew. And they're actually really cool. Some of them were really weird. But like, some of them were really cool. I knew somebody who used to do barrel racing. Fire. You should look that up if you haven't. But there's one particular horse. Actually, two particular horses that people talk about a lot. Some might say it's their favorite. My favorite was Vodka. Because they're cool and they're not related to anything like super alcohol-based mayhaps. Maybe it's time. It's time. We're gonna watch Gold Ship, the biggest rage baiter. Some might say that I'm a rage baity, so you know, this is gonna be a very, very biased reaction. The only thing I know about Gold Ship is that she kicks you. And that's all. I don't know anything else about Gold Ship.
In the
Oh, it's so loud! Okay, hold up. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
sprawling world of Umamusume Pretty Derby, among dozens of legendary champions, one character has become the face of the franchise's unpredictable spirit. If you have seen any clips from the game or the anime, you have almost certainly seen her. The tall, gray-haired girl with a goofy grin. The one pulling pranks, breaking the fourth wall, and delivering a flying dropkick to her trainer.
Yeah, that one! Oh, did you see the cosplayer do it? There was like a cosplayer who like actually did it in real life. And they did it like perfectly. Oh, it's so good. So good.
This is Gold Ship, or Golshi, as she is known to her legion of fans. And while she often seems like the comic relief, she is absolutely the comic relief. Her story is one of the most complex and fascinating in the entire series, because the anime girl who acts like the prankster is a direct, faithful translation of a real-life racehorse, a multi-million-dollar.
Wait, bro. Dude, I love horses when they make just such goofy faces. Hold up. What are those faces, bro? They're so silly. Oh my gosh. They're so goofy.
Racehorse, a multi-million-dollar champion who was just as brilliant and even more chaotic than his fictional counterpart. This is the story of that horse and how his career, his personality, and his incredible contradictions were perfectly reborn as a digital icon. Let's get into it. To really understand the legend.
Oh, what are those donuts? Dude, such a missed opportunity for ice cream trucks to also have donuts in them. Oh my god! I love donuts, man!
Of Gold Ship, you first have to accept that he was, above all, a contradiction. On paper, the facts paint a clear picture of an elite champion, a 6-time Grade 1 winner with career earnings of nearly 1.4 billion yen.
Golly, that's an expensive-ass horse.
But the numbers never told the whole story, because alongside that breathtaking brilliance was a baffling, often maddening belligerence. He was a force of...
But no way they made those faces in the anime. Wait, wait, that's so good. Look at the top one, bro. Holy, that's crazy.
Maddening belligerence. He was a force of nature that operated entirely on his own terms. And the key to this puzzle, the source code for his unique brand of chaos, can be found in his bloodline. His pedigree isn't just a list of ancestors, it is a recipe for his entire personality. Let's start with his father's side. His sire, was a horse named Asmongold, a successful What? Oh, it's not Asmongold? A horse named Stay Gold.
That would suck.
A successful competitor from the line of legendary American champion Sunday
Vodka! Vodka mentioned! Vodka mentioned! Vodka mentioned! My goat! Or, my horse! Vodka! 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 Vodka!
line of legendary American champion Sunday Silence. This bloodline is famous in Japan for two things: producing horses of immense, explosive talent, and that talent often being coupled with a fiery, difficult temperament. State Gold
Wait, they're the parents of, Goldship? Or... Wait, how many horses did they make?
himself was known for his own quirks. Some fans even called him a terrorist on the race course. Golshi's own half-brother, the Triple Crown winner Vtuber, was famously nicknamed the Tyrant for his fierce disposition. This is where Golshi inherited his explosive, unpredictable spirit. But that is only half of the story. On his mother's side, the influence was the complete opposite. His dam was a daughter of the Japan Racing Association Hall of Fame inductee Majiro McQueen, one of the nation's
What? Vodka is the parent to all of the... What? God, no wonder I picked a great horse.
most celebrated long-distance runners or stayers. From this line, Golshi got his signature gray coat that whitened with age, and more importantly, a deep well of stamina and consistency. The ability to just keep running. So you have this perfect genetic storm. From his father, the volatile spirit of a rebel. From his mother's side, the powerful, relentless engine of a marathon runner. His entire career can be seen as a manifestation of this war within him. A horse born with an engine of a
That's a fire image.
air, but cursed with the soul of a rebellious sprinter. He was a living paradox, and it was on the racetrack where this internal conflict would be put on full display for.
That's why Goldship bugs McQueen all the time. Cause they're siblings? Oh, cute.
The world to see. His career wasn't a simple list of wins and losses. It was a story written in a few distinct, unforgettable moments. The first came in 2012, and his first major Grade 1 race, the Satsuki Show. The conditions were awful. A track soaked with rain, turning the ground into heavy, treacherous mud. For most of the race, Gorshi did what he always did. He lingered at the very back of the pack, seemingly uninterested, right? But as the field swung wide into the final turn, trying to...
Okay, I'm sorry. This sounds stupid, okay? I've never seen horse races before. Like, ever. I don't know why I thought it was just gonna be the horses running around. I didn't know there were people on the horses. I thought they were just... You know how, like, dog shows are just... I guess there are people directing the dogs. But, like, I thought they were... Because in the show, it's just them, right? Like, just the people, but I guess they're technically people, so they're like, the combo. I thought they were horsing around! I thought it was just them!
To find a better footing on the outside, Gorshi did the opposite. He dove towards the inside rail, a path so rough and chewed up that every other jockey was actively avoiding it. With what can only be described as breathtaking power and balance, he warped through this treacherous path, gaining an immense advantage. From there, he unleashed a devastating charge down.
God, he all dead! Golly! Did you see that? He just went zoop! He was like, ugh, this is my race, man.
The straight, blowing past the entire field to win. This wasn't just a victory, it was a statement. It was the debut of his heart-stopping chaser style, and a clear sign that he operated by a completely different set of rules. Jumping forward to his 6th and final Grade 1 victory in 20...
It just said that he had a severe injury. He did that after a severe injury? What the hell is this freaking horse made out of, man?
15. The Tenno Show was perhaps the race that best captured his grit. This was a grueling 3,200-meter marathon, a race he had tried and failed to win twice before. He was also recovering from a hoof injury, so expectations were mixed. He started poorly, as was his custom, am I right? Trailing far behind. But on the backstretch, he began a massive, relentless run, moving up through the field, and in the final desperate strides...
Oh, man. Horses next to each other racing that tight-knit makes me nervous, because I know that, like, I bet horses have, like, tripped over one another. Ugh!
He caught the leader to win by a mere neck. It was a victory of pure perseverance. And his jockey's comments after the race were incredibly telling. He said, "I was thinking of going front if he started well," which obviously wasn't the case. "From there on, I just concentrated on following the pace and careful not to turn him off." That last part is the key. The job wasn't just to ride him. The job was to actually manage his psychology.
What a crazy stance, by the way. What a crazy stance. That they're like not even sitting. It looks like they're becoming the horse themselves. They got the horse posture down, man.
To keep him engaged. This win was a testament to the delicate mental battle required to pilot him. These moments showed that when Golshi was in the mood, he was a nearly invincible force of nature.
I love when animals do that, when they just like go on their back. Oh my god!
But the entire sport, and everyone who bet on it, would soon learn in the most spectacular way possible what happened when he was not. The stage was in 2015. Takarazuka Kinen, Golshi entered the race as the overwhelming favorite. He was on the verge of making history, attempting to become the first horse to ever win this prestigious all-star race 3 times in a row. The betting public had wagered an astronomical sum on him. The starting gate sprang open.
See, that's never a good thing. Whenever people are like, ah, yeah, this is gonna happen, never does. Nope. Nope, it always goes the opposite.
And the rest of the field thundered away. Goldship went into what was described as an inexplicable fit. He reared up high on his hind legs, holding the pose, a perfect statue of defiance, as the race disappeared into the distance. By the time he finally decided to run, he was hopelessly behind. In that single moment of defiance, an estimated 12 billion yen in winning tickets was instantly turned into...
That's fire. You know what? That's what they get, man. That's what you get for being way too confident on a bet, man.
worthless paper. Depending on the exchange rate at the time, that is anywhere from about 82 million to 135 million USD. Gone. Vaporized by a horse who simply decided he didn't feel like it. And this is the event that truly defines his legacy as the chaos agent. The entire sport of horse racing, and especially the massive betting industry built around it, is founded on principles of statistical analysis, performance prediction, and quantifiable data. It is a system designed to make the unpredictable predictable. Golshi was a living, breathing refutation of that entire system. One writer at the time described him perfectly, calling him a divine punishment inflicted on humanity for daring to gamble on the enterprise of horse racing.
Okay, a little extreme. Little extreme.
Was a force of nature that reminded everyone in the most financially catastrophic way possible that some things simply cannot be quantified. It was moments like these of spectacular talent and even more spectacular self-sabotage that cemented his legend. He was actually a character so perfectly formed. It was almost inevitable that someone would decide to make his story playable. This is where the Golshi legend was supercharged for a new era. In the world of umamusume Pretty Derby. And the genius of his adaptation to the horse girl is how it was a meticulous and clever translation. It starts with her visual design, which is essentially a canvas of hidden references. It is designed to be a rewarding experience for anyone who knows the real story. For instance, her race outfit, the red dress, and the white and red sweatbands is a direct copy of the jockey silks his riders wore. Look.
Cute. Ah, dude, that game is so cool. Like, breakdowns of it, like how much time and thought and effort they like put into each and every like horse storyline and everything, like insane. I think all of Japan are all horse girls.
Closer at the dress and you will see 6 gold buttons running down the front. Each one represents one of his 6 grade 1 victories. And then there are the visual puns. A large golden anchor shaped ornament hangs from her thigh, a playful nod to her name, Golden Shipper. But the most brilliant part of his adaptation isn't the visual, it is the narrative. It lies in her most prominent relationship, her friendship with the elegant and proper Mejiro McQueen. Now, to understand why this is so clever, you have to know the reality. Mejiro McQueen was Goldship's maternal grandfather. They existed.
Wait, they're not siblings? I've been misled. It's a grandfather? What the heck? Is this elder abuse?
in different eras and, of course, never met. But in the world of umamusume, where champions from across history can interact, they are reimagined as contemporaries, teammates, and the closest of friends. Their dynamic is a classic pairing. Goldship is the chaotic prankster, and McQueen is the easily flustered, prim and proper target of those pranks. This friendship is a living metaphor for Goldship's own pedigree. Think back to the source code, right? Vegeta McQueen, the elegant, consistent, long-distance champion, represents the disciplined stayer half of Goldship's bloodline, and Goldship's constant chaotic teasing of her is the personification of the rebellious, fiery spirit he inherited from his father, Asmongold. Their entire friendship is a visualization of his internal genetic conflict.
That's so cute. I also love that she keeps getting shit in her eye. That's great.
Transforms the dry data of a pedigree chart into a compelling and often hilarious emotional story. This intelligent adaptation, translating both his story and his very genetics into a compelling character, is what allowed the legend of Goldship to find a new, even larger audience. And that audience would, in turn, take his story and make it their own, creating a phenomenon that transcended the game itself. His legend now lives and breathes on the internet. His most famous meme, the umamusume character's flying dropkick, delivered to her trainer after a victory, is a direct loving reference to the real horse's well-known habit of kicking out at his handlers. But these memes serve a
That's crazy. Why is there like... What? She hits people so much. That's so sick.
crucial purpose. They are a cultural funnel. A potential new fan might see a funny clip of an anime girl drop kicking someone, intrigued.
Pause. What is that third attire? Look at this one. The one like right next to me. It's so cool. I love it.
Drop kicking someone, intrigued, right? They find out it's from umamusume. A quick search then reveals that the character is based on a real one, and the drop kick is a reference to a real behavior. This might lead them to watch an actual race footage on YouTube, and suddenly they find themselves deeply engaged with the history of Japanese horse racing. The memes aren't the endpoint, they are the entry point. A hilarious and accessible bridge from pop culture to a classic sport. But the most fascinating part of Goldship's story, the final and greatest paradox, came after he left the track. At the big red farm in Hokkaido, the lunatic from the racetrack became a model professional, a gentle, remarkably successful breeding stallion. He would go on to father a grade 1 winner, and in a moment of perfect karmic redemption, another of his sons would win the very race his father had so famously thrown years earlier.
Oh wait, that's actually so cool. That's so sweet. Oh, wait, fire. Hell yeah.
Dramatic shift in behavior suggests his chaos was not an inherent, universal trait, but a context-dependent response. The high-pressure, restrictive world of professional racing, with its demanding training and confining starting gates, may have been the primary trigger for his defiant behavior. In contrast, the more natural environment of the breeding farm allowed a different, more cooperative side of his personality to emerge. This makes you reconsider the entire story. He wasn't just a chaotic horse. Perhaps he was protesting. This final layer of complexity is what solidifies his place, not just as a champion, but as one of the most fascinating characters sport has ever produced. And in the end, that is the key to his enduring appeal. The perfect chaotic harmony between his two identities, the real horse and the fictional character. He was a character long before he was ever officially written as one. The real-world thoroughbred's rare combination of elite, world-class talent, and a maddeningly defiant personality created a natural, compelling narrative full of triumph, failure, comedy, and drama. The umamusume adaptation succeeded so brilliantly because it didn't need to invent a personality. It only needed to faithfully and cleverly translate the complex one that already existed. The creators understood that Goldship's essence was his contradiction. They embraced his flaws as much as his victories, turning his gait antics, his mood swings, and his infamous kicking into defining and beloved character traits. The result is a singular phenomenon where each half of his identity enriches the other in a self-perpetuating perpetuating cycle of discovery. A fan of the game is led to the history of the real horse. A fan of the horse finds new joy in his fictional portrayal. The real horse provides the substance, the historical weight, and the unimpeachable record of achievement. The anime girl provides the accessibility, the humor, and the modern cultural currency of memes and fan communities. Now, he is not just a horse or a character, a champion or a meme, he is Gold Ship, the unsinkable ship of chaos, a unique and unforgettable icon at the nexus of sports, story, and digital culture, and a perfect case study of how a legendary personality can be immortalized and amplified for a new generation. Gold Ship's story shows how much a real personality can shape a fictional character, but are
Hell yeah!
there other real-world figures, athletes, or even animals whose stories you think are perfect for this kind of adaptation? Let me
Dude, oh man. Honestly, okay. If I was a horse, being like forced to race and doing all that stuff, performing at your best, man, I feel like that would get to me. If I'm a human, I could not imagine doing it as a horse. That would suck so bad. I don't blame him for being so defiant on it. Also, could you imagine? You win all these races, you lose a couple races, you're just like a statement horse. And then you find out that you are now isekai'd into an anime and you're now an anime girl. Oh, I wish that was me. Well, kinda. I am a VTuber, so you know, that's pretty close enough. Gold Ship would commonly drop their mask, jabbing them in the eye. Oh, that's why they keep getting like stuff in their eye. You'd be a wild horse? Probably. I'd probably kick a lot of people. If you watched it this far, feel free to like and subscribe. And if you want more content like this, feel free to hit the bell. While you're at it, go get food, go get water, go get rest if you need. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.